Hi, everyone, and welcome. And thank you for joining this information session on Green Learning's challenges. Our session today is really focusing on our challenges for those students in grades 3 to 8. And I'm really excited to take you through and showcase all the different challenges we have to offer and show you guys some of the really cool projects that classes have submitted in the past. So, first, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge that I'm presenting today from the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. I'd also like to acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. So first off, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Katie, and I'm the Environmental Education Engagement Manager here at Green Learning. And for those of you that may not know too much about Green Learning provides free online educational programs and resources that really focus on energy, climate change, and green economy. Our programs and resources work to support the engagement of students and work to empower students to use their voice to create change within their school, community, and home. So this is our challenge overview slide. And so these are all the different challenges that we offer for grades 3 to 8. And so we offer 4 different challenges. So Eco 360 really works with students to rethink their plastic waste. And then Energy Revealed is where students can become energy managers and really focus on energy conservation. Re-Energy allows students to focus on renewable energy technologies to become energy engineers, and our Flood Ed challenge focuses on coming up with solutions to protect against extreme weather. So why complete the challenge? Now, Green Learning's challenges are all hands-on and engaging experiences. It's a great opportunity for creativity to come alive and for students to be part of a community in taking climate action. So through the challenges, you'll also be able to increase your understanding of environmental issues and the idea behind sustainability. Now, by submitting a project, your class will also have recognition on our website through the challenge showcase and potentially be featured on our social media and in our newsletter. And you will also receive a classroom participation certificate. But not only that, but your class will have the chance to win up to $1,000. And we'll talk more about the prizes a little later. I also want to show you our Pathways to Impact infographic, and this can be found on our website under the challenges dropdown at the top. And this is a great visual that shows how taking these challenges will build your skills to help you think of different career pathways that you want to explore. So for example, by taking the Eco 360 challenge, you're really focusing on plastic waste in the environment. So this may really lead you to thinking more about how you can protect ocean life by keeping plastics out of the ocean, which could have you thinking about a path in marine biology. Or if you think about the re-energy challenge, this could be building skills on looking at because you're building these renewable energy technologies. So could potentially lead to a career path in engineering or construction. So each of these challenges can help guide you to think about your future. And it's never too early to start thinking about your future. So the first challenge I'm going to talk about is the Eco 360 challenge. And this challenge will allow for hands-on activities to create solutions to reduce the amount of plastic waste in our environment. Students will really grasp that understanding of how to create a circular economy. So we're turning that linear economy where you take something, you use it and you throw it out and turn it into that circular economic model where you actually repurpose that item instead of throwing it out. And we really want them to visualize what this means for the future of our environment. So the purpose behind this challenge is to create something using plastics and to create something purposeful. So we want you to come up with an invention plan. And this involves focusing and understanding a problem. So for example, a problem could include plastic water bottles, and we really want you to brainstorm solutions. So think about what could you invent out of those plastic water bottles. We want learners to think about the amount of plastic waste that will be saved from entering the environment if your invention was created. I want to show you some of the previous Eco 360 challenge submissions that we've had. We've had some really neat ones come in the past. So the first one at the top here is a nurdle catcher, and this was created by a grade 4 class. And the nurdle catcher basically collects plastic from the ocean, and then that plastic would then be used to create Lego pieces. This next one, which is this CNET, collects plastic from the ocean surface, and then once it's collected, the plastic and the waste is then sorted on the ship. And then another really neat invention is the weighted blanket. So we all know that weighted blankets um, are really good for helping us to sleep better as well as helping with anxiety. So students took the weighted blanket to the next level, saying, let's create a weighted blanket made from recycled plastic. So I'm going to show you a quick clip of some students that have created a mural out of different colored bottle caps. Now, this video doesn't actually have any sound, so if you don't hear anything, that's why. So you can see there's so many different ways that you can use your creativity to keep plastic waste out of the environment. So next up is our energy reveal challenge. And for this challenge, we want you to track your energy use by hosting a lights out event. And this is a really great challenge to do if you're trying to think of ways to celebrate Earth Month or Earth Hour. And if you're planning on turning off your lights for either one of those events, then why not take it one step further? Why not track the amount of energy conserved through your initiative? So this challenge really focuses on understanding how much energy we use on a day-to-day basis. It's also a great challenge where you can involve not only a class or a small group of students or one club at school, but it could be an entire school project. You can further look at how to make energy visible in your school and come up with an energy savings plan for your school. So I do want to show you a really cool tool that we do have, and it is our Trickle Star watt meter. Okay, and so you don't necessarily need one of these, but it is a really great visual tool to incorporate into your classroom. So basically what this is going to do is it's going to show me the number of watts that a device of mine has. So if I take my lamp here, okay, and I plug my lamp into my device. Okay, so I've plugged my lamp into my device. You can see the amount of energy currently is 0 watts, okay? And that's when the lamp is turned off. But if I turn my lamp on, you can see the number of watts that the lamp goes up to, okay? So it might jump around a little bit, but it's at about 5.1 watts. So we'll go with that estimate, okay? So another really great tool that we have that's on our Green Learning website are our electrical energy calculators. So here, by scrolling down, you can choose the location where you are. So since I'm located in Ontario, I'm going to click on the Ontario calculator. And it's going to bring me to this page where I can include the number of watts of an electrical device of mine. So I'm going to go based off of this light, which is 5.1 watts. And I'm going to imagine it's a very, very sunny day out and I don't really need to use my lamp for that long. So I'm going to put in that I've used my lamp for 60 minutes per day. Okay. And I'm going to picture that it's sunny 365 days a year. Okay. So minutes per day that I use my lamp is about 60 minutes. Then I'm going to click calculate yearly energy use. So you can see here that it provides you with the output of how much electricity you use per year. It provides you with the amount of greenhouse gas emissions that you use, and it provides you with how much is it going to cost you to run your lamp for an entire year for 60 minutes a day. So it's a really neat tool to incorporate into your classroom. And you really don't need an energy watt meter like the one that I have. You can either estimate the number of watts a device has, or you can even do some research and look up different common devices online. So I do want to show you next. Here are some of the previous submissions. So you can see from these past Energy Reveal Challenge submissions that a school actually created an Earth Hour team where they turned off their lights and tracked their energy savings. And then another school here, which is the Muskoka Highlands Academy, they took to this challenge to encourage a local golf course to update their lighting fixtures to be all LED light bulbs instead of incandescent. So they included in their letter a comparison of the light bulbs and the amount of energy used and the cost. Up next is our Re-Energy Challenge, and this STEAM-based challenge provides the opportunity to build working models of different renewable energy technologies. So you could either build a solar oven, a solar car, a wind turbine, an electric vehicle model. There's so many different models that you can create. And our Re-Energy Challenge package actually comes with all the instructions that you need to build a working model. If you do find other instructions online elsewhere, please feel free to use those. The instructions that we do have included in the package are a guideline for you guys to get started, but feel free to get creative in any way that you can. So this challenge is a really great way to also showcase your creation, not only for the challenge, but say you had an upcoming science fair or a STEM showcase, you would be able to showcase your creation at that event. So it's a great opportunity to build a working model and to see how your model can help create a more sustainable future. And these are a few previous submissions. So you can see this one photo here. These students here have built a solar oven and they're testing it outside on a sunny day. And then this photo down here is of a wind turbine that was built. And students used, I believe it was hair dryers to get the wind to help turn the turbine to create electricity. And now I want to also show you this video where students at St. Francis Xavier High School created different renewable energy technologies.
You guys want to see my cool reusable flywheel? It uses rotational energy and conserves it, so it's more energy efficient because it conserves its momentum.
That it powers the electricity.
So that was just a bit of inspiration for the Renewable Energy Challenge. And then finally, we have the Flood Ed Challenge. And this challenge will really make you think about how to take action to protect against extreme weather and to take a hands-on approach to planning against floods. This is a really great challenge to take part in, especially if your school or school area may at times have flooding. So you can focus on how to protect your school and community against this weather event. So as part of this challenge, you can choose to create a flood resilience plan, which is coming up with ideas on how to stop flooding. And this plan should outline strategies and actions to better prepare for floods. Not only could you come up with a resilience plan, but you could come up with a flood action plan. And this is where you can select actions to take to stop flooding at your school. Now, one of our newest parts of this challenge is where you can create a STEAM model on flooding solutions. And this STEAM-based project allows you to model and test how flooding can impact an area and what impact possible solutions may have. So you would come up with ideas on solutions to protect against flooding, say in your schoolyard. So I'm going to take you through our newest simulator here. And I'll just show it to you briefly, but it's a really great tool to incorporate in your classroom, and it's a lot of fun for the students to get involved. So when you click on the simulator, this is the page that will open, and you can click on continue, and you can explore different climate topics. So we have the first one here is on flooding, then we have heat, and then we have making your schoolyard like green. Okay, so we're going to select the flooding one. So when you click on that, you're going to have a blurb that pops up that talks all about flooding. Okay. And then if you click on view possible solutions, it's going to come up with instructions on what you should be doing on this page. So at the top here, you can see we have a variety of different flooding solutions, and we have these little dots all around our schoolyard. So if we click on one of these dots, it's going to show one of the flooding solutions. So you can see a green roof, and you can also see at the top that green roof is now highlighted in yellow. So you can go through and select all of these little dots to see what flooding solutions are available. If you go back to the home page, you can go back and test your understanding. Okay. And say I clicked on one, you're going to get the first scenario, okay? And so through this first scenario, you're going to think about possible solutions to reduce flooding risk, okay? So when you click continue, a whole list of flooding solutions are going to pop up, and you then select which ones that you think are appropriate to the scenario. And then you just click submit. And after that, a box will appear that will either show you saying that you got a few right, that there are more solutions that you could also include. So there's all these different prompts. So you can go through that. I really encourage you to go through with your class. Students really enjoy this tool. So then I wanted to show you guys some of our really neat submissions for these challenges that we've had in the past. Okay, so students have actually planted trees in their schoolyard. And so you can see these students here. So it's a really great way for students to take what they've learned in the classroom and get outdoors and work together with nature. And then another cool submission that we've had was with a group of students that created a French drain system. And this drain uses rocks to help stop flooding, to redirect the water. And this school actually experienced flooding in their kindergarten area. So they came up with an idea and built a prototype. And as one of the winners of this challenge, they chose to use the money to actually add a French drainage system into their kindergarten area to stop flooding. So it's a really great way to see their positive impact that their work is making on the environment. So what do you need to submit? Okay, so as part of the submission process, each challenge package comes with an entry form and reflection questions. We really want you to share your learning with us, okay? And we want you to provide us with supporting materials. So we want to see the work you've done. Fill out those worksheets, provide us with photos and videos. We love photos and videos. We'd love to see your project coming to life. We want you to show and tell your experience, okay? If, say, you are working on a renewable energy technology, we would love to see a video of your renewable energy technology in motion, okay? So any way you can incorporate photos or videos is great. And then finally, we do need media release forms for individuals that are shown in the photos or videos. And challenge submissions can be submitted by May 9th, but you can also submit them earlier. We are already receiving some submissions, so it's really exciting to see these projects coming in. And also, if you really enjoyed hearing about the different challenges that we were offering there, I do want to say you can register and submit to more than one of these challenges. Okay, so if you're already doing, for instance, an Eco 360 challenge, but you are really interested in that STEAM Flood Ed simulator, you can also register and submit for that challenge. So So I'm going to take you now through the challenge package, okay? And so I'm going to use the Eco 360 challenge package as an example here. And so all of our challenge packages come with instructions for a particular challenge. And so it starts off with providing different activities, videos, modules, really working on providing you with that background information to make sure that you guys have gained the knowledge that you need to move forward with your challenge. And then, the next part is actually developing your project. Okay, so with the Eco 360 challenge, you can see here that it outlines coming up with an invention plan. Okay, so there's a worksheet that you fill out and you create your invention. And then after you create it, we want you to celebrate what you've learned and celebrate your projects and help educate others to take action by showing off your creations. And we've also included a submission checklist in the challenge package. So everything is laid out very clear on what materials you should be submitting. I also want to point out that I did include here this selection criteria sheet, and this rubric is included in the challenge package. And I really strongly recommend that you focus on reviewing this rubric to look at the expected outcomes. So this will be what's used to mark your project. Okay, so please make sure that you look at the number of points that each section is worth, what supporting materials you need, and make sure that you've reflected on your learnings. So for support, I am always here to support you through your challenge journey, okay? Not just me, but the entire Green Learning team, okay? We want you guys to have the best challenge journey, the best experience, and really help to enhance your learning. So through this entire process, you will have support from me through the pre-registration, through the whole registration process, even through while you guys are working on your projects. Okay, if you have any questions or concerns that you want to flag with me, feel free to reach out to me. Also, through the submission process, if you have any questions, any clarification needed for submitting a project, please feel free to email me. And even during the announcement in the celebration process, you guys all have access to support. So I do have the programs at learning.ca and my personal email, katie@greenlearning.ca. You can always reach out to me. We do also have a challenge newsletter. So if you would like to sign up for the challenge newsletter, please feel free to reach out to me at katie@greenlearning.ca, and I'm happy to make sure that you get this newsletter. It is a bi-weekly newsletter and will provide you with everything and anything you need to know about the challenges. So what happens next? So you've submitted your project. Congratulations. We're so excited for your project. So now it's up to the judges. So our judges is a team of industry experts, okay? And we have hand selected them for each of our challenges. And the winner will be announced on June 5th, okay? So mark your calendars and make sure you're available for June 5th. So all your hard work on these projects not only allows you to learn about the environment, but you'll also have the chance to win a prize. And who doesn't like prizes? So our cash prizes are first place gets $1,000, second place is $500, and third place is $250. So our challenge, remember, our challenge submissions are open until May 9th. You can submit your projects up until that date. You can submit them anytime before that. Also, if you want to double your chance at winning a prize, feel free to register and enter and submit a project for one or more challenges. So please connect with us by visiting our website. Teachers, create a free account to join the Green Learning community and also sign up for our newsletter to stay up to date with the work that we're doing and the work within the education community. Also, I have a QR code there for you. Please register your class today for one or more of our challenges and follow us on social media. So please, thank you so much for listening to this info session. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. There's my email on the screen, katie@greenlearning.ca. And if you could please also take this feedback survey and let us know what you thought of the session. That would be great. And if you have any questions, again, please feel free to reach out at any time. Thanks.